Hello everybody, today we will be reacting to Death Battle, Kai vs Tahu, Ninjago vs Bionicle. Now, I watched a lot of the early stuff of Ninjago and was actually much better than I thought it would be, which seems to be the case with a lot of LEGO cinematic stuff, or just shows. As for Bionicle, I was a huge fan of it growing up, but had access to almost no media. I had basically an explorer's guide booklet that told you about the different Toa, told you about the world of Matanui and stuff like that. And I read one of the books that dealt with the generation of Toa that got moved along in their like TV commercial. I watched the first movie, Mask of Light, and played the game adaptation of it. I watched the second movie and caught the end of the third. As for which Bionicles I actually owned, I was able to collect all of the Rakshi except for Vorok. That's the one I never freaking found. Got, for the Toa, I got Gali, Pohatu, and Onua. Never got Kopaka, never got Liwa, and never got Tahu. Could never find them. They just weren't available in my area. I also got Axon, Kitungu, and the big bird thing. One of the Borok, maybe it was a Borakal, and a couple of the Visarak. I loved Bionicle so much, but had no way to really get into it in depth. But I know enough to say that I'm pretty sure Tahu is going to win this. That's my official prediction.
Kai versus Tahu.
Who wins in an all-out brawl between Ninjago and Bionicle? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Did they actually do stop motion with Bionicle, with Legos? That is awesome.
The year was 1998 when LEGO introduced us to the world of the Ninja.
Who could forget such classics as Ninpo Big Bat and Ninja Surprise? And the surprise is death!
The near death of the LEGO company, in fact. But then, out of the shadows, a decade later, the Ninja returned, remade, rebuilt.
Ninjago!
The story of Ninjago starts in the village of Ignacia. Kai was a simple blacksmith trying to get by with his sister, Nia. Not that he had the patience for his line of work.
Kai's fiery streak couldn't be matched. It happens when your parents mysteriously vanish.
And that streak continued when some skeleton men
this
kidnapped
guy.
his sister, and Kai learned that within him lay the power of fire.
Thanks to the guidance of Master Wu, he ditched the hammer and anvil.
Let's see. Kai, under 20 years, Master of Fire, aka the Red Shogun, trained by Master Wu and Igalt. The Lassophobic, Christogeniaticophobic, fear of Christmas. I didn't know that was a thing. Likes video games, Crackling Mud, Skylar. I forget who Skylar is. Sits next to Chapel. Sits next to Chaperone on the bus? What?
And did what any good brother would do. Become a ninja!
And after some intense training and a bit of spilled tea, Kai mastered the special technique of spin jitsu.
Look at him go! He's like a living Beyblade!
Well, it's actually a precise use of perfect balance to deliver dozens of focused strikes in rapid.
Yeah, Tornado Ninja.
Yeah,
He can fly, pull in foes, and summon his elemental power all around. And you know what that is. Fire!
Yes. Kai can throw fireballs.
Right, fire creation, manipulation, fire and heat resistance, propelled flight, flame barriers, true potential, whatever that means. Tornado creation, spinjutsu burst, air jitsu, rising dragon, dragon form. It's been so long since I've seen Ninjago, and I never saw the whole thing, so
Protective barriers of flame, and even conjure a fiery rising dragon.
I'm going into this as if I know
Spinjutsu
nothing.
into a more powerful draconic form.
So Kai teamed up with Master Wu's other students, Jay, Cole, and Zane, to make a team of teenage ninjas. The Lego kind, not the turtle kind.
On a mission to gather the 4 golden weapons and defeat the evil Lord Garmadon.
He's the one who kidnapped Kai's sis. But hey, I've seen the Lego movie. This should be easy. He's a Lego mini guy. If he gets cut up, he just pops back together.
Nope. Ninjago treats their characters like actual people, not Lego pieces. Except for in the movie, but that's part of the Lego movie continuity, not Ninjago itself.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Kai can take a hit, but he's not putting
I never
himself
saw
back
the
together like everything is
Ninjago
awesome.
movie either.
Which makes his quest all the more perilous. Long ago, the golden weapons were forged by the first Spinjitzu master to create the continent of Ninjago. Kai eventually gained the golden sword of fire, through which he can channel his elemental power. Fire.
So
The
much so
coolest of
that
the
if Kai is
weapons.
surrounded by a bunch of fire,
Well,
he
second
can use it all
coolest.
for a mega-sized Spinjitzu burst.
Unfortunately,
The coolest was his weapon, which was basically nunchucks but connected with a lightning bolt. Oh, I have all of season 1 of Ninjago on DVD. Awesome. I can't. I'm trying to remember where I left off. It was around the time Garmadon melted the weapons down into like a mega weapon, or did I stop watching after that? I know by that point, Zane was revealed to be a robot.
Kai wasn't the easiest teammate to work with. Eager to rescue Nia, he went it alone until
Season
he was
2?
tricked into helping
Okay.
Garmadon escape imprisonment. Whoops.
Yeah, bummer. But it wasn't all bad. They
That
got
sounds
all
about
the
right.
golden weapons. And with his sister rescued.
But
Yeah, bummer. But it wasn't all bad. They
yeah, no. Freaking nunchucks connected by a lightning bolt. That is the coolest shit ever.
got all the golden weapons. And with his sister rescued, Kai vowed to become a real elemental master and prove he wasn't just hot air.
So he got to training, when he wasn't slacking off and playing video games. Befitting a ninja and a pro gamer, Kai is a master of stealth, can climb any surface, and is incredibly fast.
He's dodged lightning and is even a match with Jay, who can outrun his own elemental dragon.
Yeah.
Which, according to the Ninjago Visual Dictionary, can apparently fly at light speed. Yes, this is an official book.
If that wasn't enough, other
Wow,
ninjas like
okay.
Cole are so
He's
strong
got
they
light
can
speed
take an
scaling.
entire mountain.
So even as a wild child, Kai's team kept him in check across a dozen seasons of blocky ninja
You know,
action,
my,
where, frankly, nothing was
Toa
off the table.
Tahu
Who could
prediction might be
forget
wrong.
The virtual world season, the time travel season, the ghost season.
Oh yeah, I definitely
Really
don't
anything
remember
with
any of
Cell
that.
toys.
Meaning, Kai picked up plenty of ninja gear. Swords, grappling hooks, shurikens, a motorcycle, a wingsuit for flight, but swords of fire remained his weapons of choice.
Once, when
Damn.
Garmadon combined the golden weapons
Yeah, this
into
is
a
what I
mega
remember.
weapon, Kai and his bros went to the past to get him back, then pushed themselves to the limit. Using the
Right,
golden
right,
weapons
that's right, I
to
forgot he did
overload
that.
The mega weapon with so much energy, it exploded into a star.
While this did destroy the golden weapons, creating enough energy to ignite a star is absurd. For a mass to become a star, it must first cross a critical temperature threshold of approximately 4 million degrees Celsius.
And over time, Kai's fire got so strong, he could melt down those same golden weapons.
But no matter how powerful he became, Kai's hot-headedness kept getting in his own way.
Come on, Kai oozes main character energy. He was sure to get the title of Green Ranger,
Nope.
Green Ninja, the one destined to be the leader of the team and take down Garmadon once and for all, right?
No. Kai was chosen by Master Wu, but that didn't mean he was the chosen one. That honor belonged to the up-and-comer Lloyd, who happened to be Garmadon's son and Wu's nephew.
Typical Nepo, baby. But even if Kai wasn't the chosen one, he still had a big role to play in protecting Lloyd.
In a surprising act of humility, Kai chose to guide Lloyd until he could defeat Garmadon. And the threats just got wilder from there.
But he always rose to the challenge. Kai's defeated Karloff, the Master of Metal, and trained Wildfire, the Master of Heat.
With his teammates, he took down the Great Devourer, a snake goddess that
Yeah,
could
I remember
consume
that.
the continent. And
That's
Nautical,
the last thing I
a
remember
gem
them-
that could lift half of
No,
Ninjago's
that
landmass
was season
into the
1.
sky.
And when these
Right,
crystal
that was
weirdos had him on the
season
ropes,
1.
Kai did a jump up kick.
Gonna pause so I can read all this. But yeah, that was season 1 because they beat it by having Garmadon, who had 4 arms, basically dive bomb the thing holding the golden weapons. Destabilized volcano, dodged Jay's lightning, survived atmospheric re-entry, helped destroy the Overlord, his fire reforged the golden weapons, helped destroy the mega weapon, took a hit from Lord Raz's hammer, defeated Karloff, Ash, Master Chin, Gimon Ogu. Pretty sure I'm not saying that
Backflip
right.
around and spin to achieve his ultimate power, the dragon form.
With this, Kai gets a huge boost in power, can fight on par with demonic Onis, and can even harm the Overlord, the source of all evil in the world, who was as strong as the first Spinjitzu master. Remember? The creator of Ninjago itself.
Then, by uniting with his pals, they summoned a giant golden dragon that obliterated the Overlord. Sayonara, sucker! That's the power of found family. And money!
Kai's journey took him far and wide, where he beat the odds time and time again. Because, hothead chosen one or not, within Kai was the fire of a ninja.
Why did I stop watching this again?
The upcoming battle is the first ever.
I think it's because we got rid of our satellite TV.
They've got a ton of awesome stop motion
What was
animations
that?
on their channel, like this or this.
Back it up. Back it up. What did I just see?
The upcoming battle is the first ever stop motion death battle animated by.
Which, yeah, I was right about that. Like, and that's awesome. That is how you should do a Lego death battle.
The creators of Rough Danger Dogs. They've got a ton of
Okay, yeah. No.
awesome stop motion animations on their channel.
It was the
like
dogs
this
things I was looking at.
or this.
God, that
Or
is
this.
sick.
Make sure to subscribe to Apartment D's YouTube channel for more awesome animations.
I might have to make that the next thing I react to.
It was the year 2000, and the Lego company was in shambles. Straddled with
That
debt
happens
and
a
risking
lot.
Closure, they needed a brand new idea to turn things around.
They needed something epic. Something that was Lego, but for big kids. Big kids who loved lore. Enter Bionicle.
Bionicle begins on the island of
Mata
Mata
Nui.
Nui, when 6 mysterious canisters arrived at the homeland of the biomechanical Matorans.
With help from a weird stone and this little guy, Takua, out popped
Yeah.
6 very marketable warriors. The Toa.
They were Kopaka, Gali, Pohatu, Lua, Unua, and their self-proclaimed leader, Tahu.
But what were the Toa? Tahu had no freaking idea.
Hey, Tahu, 7'2", Toa Fire, leader of the Toa Mata and Toa Nuva. Trained by Hydraxin, like lava surfing, the all-American reject. Names means burn and Maori. Okay. Choking hazard.
Yeah,
Yep.
he and the others had no memory of what, who, why, where, all that important stuff. Nothing. Head empty.
But even as an amnesiac hothead, Tahu still wanted to protect the Matorans from a threat lurking behind the scenes.
Lego Sauron! No, wait, not literally. I mean this creepy guy, Makuta, who just loves
Makuta, that
slaughtering
was
the
his name.
Matorans with his army of monsters.
Thus, the Toa Mata
Yeah.
battled all
Bring the Matorans with his army of
You. Bastard, you're the one that got away. The only frickin' Rakshi I could never find.
monsters.
Thus, the Toa Mata battled all manner of beasts with their elemental powers. And as the Toa of Fire, you can guess what Tahu was bringing.
Guns! Oh, fire. Yeah, okay. Even early on, Tahu could shoot fire, set his sword ablaze, melt thousands of tons of sand into glass, and even stop a volcanic eruption. But even more importantly, he surfs on lava! Oh man, that's so cool! I mean,
Yeah.
hot.
Tahu's fire is so hot that it can reportedly melt any known substance. Anything. And on the rare occasion that his own fire
Oh man, that's so cool! I mean, hot.
Tahu's fire
Yeah.
is so hot that it can reportedly
That's the book that I had. And funnily enough, there's actually an official Bionicle alphabet. And which was included in this guidebook, and I knew that alphabet so well that at one point I lost the guide, the guide in it, but I was still able to like decode and recreate a mental key of the alphabet in my head. I could actually read Matoran to the point where I could actually, in the Mask of Light movie, there were little messages in the credits in Matoran, and I was able to read them. And one of them was, "No Rahi were harmed in the making of this film,"
melt
and that was
any known
hilarious.
substance. Anything. And on the rare occasion that his own fire isn't enough, he can absorb flames from his foes and surroundings. But it would take all his might to face Matanui's trials and gather the Konohi masks.
Magic masks that give extra powers, and the Toa scooped up a
Fire creation, manipulation, absorption, adaptive armor, fire sword, magma swords, Nova Blast, Golden Konohi grants access to all mask powers, which he has Hao, Mask of Shielding, Huna, Mask of Concealment, Miru, Mask of Levitation, Komao, Mask of Mind Control, Kamaka, Mask of Speed, Pakari, Mask of Strength, Matatu, Mask of Telekinesis, Vahi, Mask of Time, Akaku, Mask of X-ray Vision. If I remember correctly, this was his main one.
bunch of them. With his Mask of Shielding, Tahu can make an energy barrier that blocks all kinds of attacks.
There's also masks of telekinesis, super strength, super speed, and X-ray vision. And from his mentor, Vakama, Tahu gained the Mask of Time.
While its power puts a serious strain on the user, it's worth the risk when it can slow targets to a standstill. Plus, these masks can be swapped out whenever Tahu wants, thanks to a cyber totem that stores them all.
Which came in handy as the Toa battled monsters across Matanui.
Yeah, I have no idea what game that
That
was.
could fire lightning, which Tahu had to dodge multiple times.
But even from the start, Tahu was a lone wolf who preferred going solo, even if it meant leaving his Toa brethren in the dark.
Tahu tried to take on some big bads all
Like,
by
there's
himself,
just so
and it
much
went even
Bionicle
worse than you
media
think.
that I
He
had
lost
no
his
access
powers,
to.
And he lost all the rest of his team's powers. Awkward.
But Tahu kept pushing forward, accepting his team as his siblings, overcoming his weaknesses, and rebuilding himself. Literally.
By jumping into a pool of liquefied cyber juice to become the Toa Nuva. Now boasting twin magma swords and later some slick adaptive armor, Tahu can fly and use his fire in new supercharged ways.
He can conjure fire cages, create lava pits, and steal the heat from other living beings. So much so that the process freezes them solid. As the Toa Nuva, Tahu and his team are among the strongest generations of
Tahu
Toa.
win
Just
still
as mighty as
possible?
a much later iteration, the Toa Inaika.
Who defeated Umbra?
Toa
the living
Inaika.
beam of light. It was
That's the other one. The other book that I had ended with the Toa Inaika being formed. That's what they were called.
tough, but with some clever thinking and a mirror trap, they used Umbra's own super speed against him.
But perhaps Tahu's
I also had the game that featured them, but I didn't actually play it for some reason.
most impressive ability is the Forbidden Technique, the move no Toa wants to use, because the absolute annihilation that it causes is unforgivable.
The Nova Blast.
Using all of his
I have no idea what that
elemental energy
was.
at once, Tahu can unleash a blast so powerful that it can potentially
See, most Toa powers would, if unleashed uncontrolled, have the ability to either do serious physical damage to a planet that might A, destroy it, or B, render it incapable of supporting life, or C, wipe out most of the life on a planet. Psh, Jesus!
destroy all of Matanui.
What is it
Not
with
Matanui
Legos
Island.
being
Oh no, Matanui
OP?
is also the planet. And not just any planet, but a living celestial being that became a planet.
Oh boy, here we go. If you think stuff like Warhammer and Elder Scrolls have too much lore, you're not ready for Bionicle lore. Don't even get me started on the shattering of Sphere's magma and the betrayal of the League of Six Kingdoms and...
But more than any physical power, Tahu was learning that a good leader isn't just one who leads, but is willing to
Yeah,
be
even
led.
with Lil Lore,
So,
I
he
know
faced
is
Matanui's
nuts.
final trial, the Mask of Light.
The legendary Toa of Light was destined to defeat Makuta and save Matanui. It's obviously gonna be main character Tahu, right? Right?
Of course not. Turns out, the Toa of Light was Takua.
Oh yeah, the little guy who opened the capsules at the very beginning.
The Toa were tasked with guiding this new member, something Tahu found surprising, but ultimately accepted for the good of the group.
Good thing too, because they needed to be a solid team when they finally learned their true purpose.
Sorry about
The
that. I
whole
know that's
reason
picking
they were
up.
built in the first place, waking up God.
Long ago, the great spirit Matanui charted the depths of space until the Makuta Pterodax poisoned Matanui like a cancer. Tahu and the Toa were meant to act like white blood cells, protecting the heart of Matanui and, should he fall, resurrect him.
Yeah, Makuta Matata's whole plan was to amass an army, hijack Robo-Planet Montanui, and rule the universe. And he actually pulled it off.
But Tahu and his team were ready to fight back, with every generation of Toa joining together to reawaken Montanui.
Then, alongside the
fuck.
Toa of Light, Tahu went on an epic quest for his final toy variant. Upgrade. The Golden Armor. Screw you, Takua. He's getting a gold mask anyway.
Designed by the Great Being specifically for Tahu, boosts all physical abilities, wiped out the Rakshi all at once. That's Karate powers. Accuracy, adaptation, anger, chain lightning, chameleon, confusion, cyclone, darkness, density control, disintegration, dodge, elasticity, fear, fire resistance, gravity, heat vision, hunger, ice resistance, illusion, insect control, invulnerability, laser vision, magnetism, mind reading, molecular disruption, planet control, plasma, poison, power scream, quick healing, Rahi controls, shapeshifting, shattering, silent sleep, slowness, sonics. Sonics? The hedgehogs? Stasis field, teleportation, vacuum. Good lord.
This armor not only increases Tahu's own power by several hundred magnitudes, but also absorbs the powers of those it defeats for Tahu to use. Just in time for all the Toa to come together for the final battle of good versus evil. Montanui versus Makuta Pterodax.
Giant Planet Mech versus Giant Planet Mech. Oh man, that's awesome.
With his new armor, Tahu annihilated Makuta's forces, destroying the slug-like Krata and taking their powers, like heat vision, quick healing, teleportation, improved accuracy, and disintegration.
By the way, can I just point something out real quick?
Armor, Tahu annihilated Makuta's forces, destroying the slug-like Krata and taking their powers, like heat vision.
Now, I forgot something. I read another Bionicle book, which was, it was about, I think it was the Toa Metru, which were from the second movie, but were like the generation before Tahu and his friends. Back when I was collecting Bionicles, this sucker here wasn't a thing. This thing didn't get mentioned, was never mentioned until that book. And I'm like, wait, there are yellow ones? They have heat vision? Why isn't this a toy?
Quick healing.
Apparently they made it.
Improved accuracy and disintegration.
And giving Montanui the chance to strike down Makuta for good. Lego God was pretty spent though. But before he took a
stopped a volcanic eruption, melted an iceberg into a puddle, his Nova Blast could destroy Montanui. Saved Takoro village from a wave of lava, survived submerging entirely in magma, destroyed Pterodax's entire Rakshi army, fulfilled his destiny to awaken Montanui, defeated the Barag Borakal Nektan Makuta.
deserved nap. He trusted his final message and the new world to Tahu. I guess he really is the main character.
Tahu led the way for the Toa, Matorans, and all the other peoples to create a new world. One for all Toa to see, shoulder to shoulder, united in duty and bound in destiny. For that is the way of the Bionicle.
The battle's about to start, and this time it's sponsored by us.
And how does that work?
Because you can check out even more Death Battle on our website, deathbattle.gg. It's got cool merch, behind-the-scenes goodies, and every episode of Death Battle ever. Uncut, uncensored, unspoiled.
Why does that sound gross?
You can even pitch your own idea for a Death Battle to the creators of the show. I think they're called Chad and Ben. They're...
Boomstick, what did you do?
What?
You're not supposed to break the fourth wall like that. Reality is collapsing.
Oh no, wait,
Oh,
no,
no.
stop it.
Uh-oh.
Everyone listen, we don't have much time. Go to
Hurry.
www.deathbattle.gg and sign up for a membership right now.
I hate you. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a stop motion death battle.
Okay. So, I think for my prediction, I'm going to have to go with Kai. But there is room for Tahu. Tahu has planetary level scaling, and Kai has star level. But Tahu does apparently have the ability to, like, absorb and negate fire. So he's got that up his sleeve. Oh, this is sick.
Man, the merge brought some weird ones. Let's see what you can do. Get off this island, pal, or you'll be nothing but hot ash.
What?
Spin Jitsu! I will not break! Another master of fire, huh? Why is it always me?
Thematic appropriateness. Oh, that is... Oh, that is cool!
Time to heat things up. Ninjago!
He said the thing! Is that a bubble? Or is that a snow globe? Uh-oh. Alright, I literally already forgot about time stop. X-ray.
Dodge this!
Oh boy. Oh, we upgrading.
Surf's up!
Don't think I've ever seen someone transform in Death Battle when they were winning.
With jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin, that's the way of the ninja!
Ooh!
United in duty, bound in destiny. This is the way of the Bionicle!
Here we go! This is so cool! Oh, what are you drawing? What are you drawing? What we got?
Now or never. Matanui, forgive me.
He's popping ult first. That usually means he's losing. Jesus!
Full power, Ninjago!
Yep.
Guess I was too hot for him.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
KO! No, wait, that figure was bent!
This match was not an easy call. Let's build this set by examining their speed, arsenal, and power.
Nice wordplay.
Speed. With all that fire spinning around, staying one step ahead was super important. Tahu could dodge Avoca's lightning, but Kai and the rest of the OG ninjas are as quick as dragons that move at light speed.
Meanwhile, the Tahu
Yeah.
Bionicle could not keep up with Umbra, a light speed entity. And the Bionicle are similar in stats to the Toa Nuva.
Tahu definitely got a leg up with that golden armor, but Kai's got way more speed amps, like Rising Dragon, Air Jitsu, and the Dragon Form. Speed goes to Kai.
However, while Kai was running circles around Tahu, the Toa's arsenal had plenty of counters.
Oh yeah,
Kai's packing
so many
swords,
freaking powers.
wingsuits, supercars, motorcycles, even a mech or two. All cool stuff, but Tahu can stop time.
Exactly. With all the Kanohi masks plus the Krata powers, the Toa of Fire had plenty of abilities Kai did not have a direct answer for. In theory, the Mask of Time alone could nullify Kai's speed advantage.
Yeah, too bad it hurts real bad to use. Like, really, really bad. Just one use almost took out Vakama. There's a reason why the Toa don't whip this out every time there's a new monster of the week.
So Tahu could not reliably depend on the Mask of Time for a win without serious risk of a self-KO. But he has dozens of
Nuvok Kal's gravity power created a small singularity that destroyed itself, but it was overloaded by an outside source, which is not normally applicable to Krata powers.
other unique powers. The masks of shielding, speed, and strength help him keep up with Kai. Add in golden armor powers like heat vision, quick healing, and improved accuracy, and Tahu has the wider arsenal. A lucky shot with disintegration could be enough to tip the scale.
If Kai didn't dodge with his way better speed. So this all comes down to power. Firepower! Tahu's best move is the Nova Blast, which can wipe out a planet, but Kai's power created a friggin' star.
Yep.
Oh, classic ninja move. The Ninja Star!
Well, a star was made, that's been confirmed multiple times, but it was a team effort utilizing all the golden weapons. Kai is clearly not blasting people with the power of a star on a regular basis, but neither is Tahu with the Nova Blast, a move we technically have never actually seen reach planetary levels of destruction, only heard about.
The Toa usually battle monsters that can break mountains, like the Bohrok, while Kai and Co fight foes who tear apart the entire continent of Ninjago. It's not like Tahu was throwing hands with Super Mecha Makuta. That was
So yeah, so I guess even if you scale them down, you're looking at mountain versus continent level. But yeah, even though like you could argue since it was the mega weapon and the 4 golden weapons that Kai was responsible for 1/8 of star level. They did mention that his fire became powerful enough that he could destroy the golden weapons himself. So I would still give that to him. In Bionicle, the Great Spirit robot fired a blast with power to destroy a star, but did not hit Tahu or his allies and is on a completely different scale. The robot is the universe.
Nui's job. Still, the Star and Nova Blasts are their absolute peaks.
A star's gravitational binding energy far exceeds that of a planet's. Even dividing it between the 4 weapons vastly exceeds any of Tahu's best showings.
And hey, Kai's still the one who lit the fire! His own flame can
Kai's
melt
heat
the
resistance scales to wildfire, who could survive the sun's heat, as stated by Ninjago writer and producer Doc Wyatt.
golden weapons.
Jesus.
And even this official guidebook confirms they've got the combined power of a star. That's right, Ninjago's got that epic lore too.
Furthermore, Tahu's fire can reportedly melt any known substance. Giving benefit of the doubt and taking this literally, the material with the highest known melting point in the universe is tantalum hafnium carbide, an extremely rare compound that NASA likes to test rockets with because it doesn't melt until around 4,000 degrees Celsius.
Jesus.
Extremely impressive.
Yeah, but when you're talking stars, melting point kinda goes out the window.
Indeed, initiating stellar fusion requires temperatures in excess of 4 million degrees. Far higher than anything Tahu has generated or survived. Certainly capable of overwhelming him, even with all his defenses.
So, the Red Ninja is bringing in a whole lot more firepower.
While it's possible Tahu's wider arsenal could land a victory, Kai's significant advantages in speed and power means he wins this more often than not.
Kai took fire to a whole new level, and Tahu just had to let go.
The winner is the Red Ninja,
Ha.
Kai.
Next time
All right, what's
on
next?
Death Battle.
Oh, we're running it back. We're taking it.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Oh, okay, so hold up. If we're running that back and we're actually taking it seriously, Shadow no diffs. Shadow no diffs Mewtwo. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like. Let me know what you thought and what other videos you would like to watch. And if you'd like to support me, there are links to my Twitch, my Patreon, and my second channel in the doobly-doo.